and break your heart and try and tear yourself apart. Shut the drawers, roll around, burn your house right to the ground. Go to sleep, get your head, scream till your face is red. And you find when you were done, the blue skies for everyone. Blue skies and the sun, cherry pie and bubble gum, the lullabies to be sung. Blue skies for everyone.
Now we're a few days away from getting ready to go to the 2005 Brodak fly-in, and of course every year our participation is just a little bit different. We try to fly a different plane every year just for our own enjoyment. This year we're going to try to fly the Tiger Cat, and we have a real special treat. I think this is just about as special as it gets. Our friend Sergey Belko is coming from the Ukraine, and if you remember at last year's World Champion in Nats, he spent a couple of days with us. He's since become a pretty good friend of ours. Unfortunately, he crashed his good plane due to a broken line just before he was scheduled to come on the airliner. And I think at this point in time, we're a couple of days away, he's trying to put together a backup plane. But if that doesn't work, I think we can have him fly Miss Ashley. And we're just as excited as can be about, and you can hear even Chicky's excited about being able to fly our Tiger Cat. Took just a little over a year to build this. It's part of the subscriber video series, and we're fresh back from Texas. Now, Rich Oliver, Frank McMillan, Al Raby, many of the other people in Texas were very helpful, helping us get this trimmed out. We have a great video set of that trip for anybody. I even got to fly Al Raby's Bearcat. That was quite a thrill. And we brought back his P-51. Millie is her affectionately known name. And we're going to have her on display in a Spitfire bedroom very soon. Now, going to Brodak's every year is just a special thrill for us. Something we look forward to all year. It's by far the biggest contest in the world. And of course, is it the best? That's really in the eye of the beholder, but it's in a lot of people's eyes. And John and Buzz Brodak have really done a job making it the premier event in the world of model aviation. Now for the next couple of days, we're going to be preparing things to take out there, preparing the van. We're hoping that Les Demet is going to be able to take Sergey in his brand new Corvette, drive out there. That'll be quite a thrill for Sergey, I'm sure. Maybe he's never even ridden in a Vet, I don't know. But it should be a lot of fun for him. It's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. We're going to try to do a lot of cooking on a barbecue. We have several people, including John Hatt, that are we're going to be able to meet for the first time. And we have before we even start this, we got a little surprise, a little lead into the Brodak that I want to share with you. Now there's a picture that came in the mail just before we left for Brodak from Dave Ray's, one of our video subscribers and friends that always builds some unique, really creative, neat stuff. This is a Jack Sheik's design called the Knight. We hope we're going to be able to see this right out at Brodak's. In fact, last year he had some pretty unique stuff. I hope we're going to have even more. There's always a lot of unique, interesting new things every year. Anyway, a very, very cool plane from Dave Ray's, and we will be seeing him out there. I always like having a little preview of things to come. A couple of our other friends that we haven't seen in a long time, Buddy Weeder, slated to go out there. John DeTavio is going to be making it. And pretty much the phone has been ringing off the hook all week with people wanting directions and wanting to know if they should bring things and what are we going to be cooking on the grill and whatever. It's quite a job getting ready to go to Brodak's every year, but boy is it worth it. Now this is the first year we're going to be shooting everything in digital. This should be a big upgrade over the equipment that we had. We've been using this for the last couple of months, trying to familiarize ourselves with it. We have a lot of editing possibilities now that we're going to try to take advantage of. And of course the big thing is when you make those bootleg copies that everybody seems to like to make of Windy videos, they'll be a lot better than if they were analog. I wanted to get some pictures of Brian Manau's new ship. Keith Ferguson's going to be here later. You got to go to work, right? That's one benefit of being 60 years old. You don't have to go to work anymore.
3 minutes to pack up.
3 minutes? You're not even going to get a flight today?
That's great already. And Mike had one.
Oh, okay. How's this working? Okay.
Happy with it.
We're gonna hang out. Keith Ferguson's supposed to be here later. Get some pictures of his plane. These are planes you won't see on the Brodak video. Just like to include everybody. Now what Windy video would be complete without a little trip to the Gosling headquarters here? Just look at these guys. We're getting ready to fly the bomber today. Tiger Cat's in the van. And look at what kind of company I have. Look at these guys. Look at the one in the water, Mike.
Yeah.
Boy, Chicky would love to have one of these for a pet.
Hey, that's got to be lousy water, no?
I don't know. I wouldn't drink it. Look at this, guys. Here comes all the adults. Now, this is the kind of company we have at our flying field. Here we are. Ah, be quiet. Look at these guys. I love these little guys. We watch them grow up all year long, and when they get to this point, yeah, it won't be long and they'll be real geese. The gooselings. One of the nice parts of flying at this field. And you may think Jim Sulhavy's back in the event. Nah, it's Keith Ferguson. Keith doing his Jim Sulhavy imitation.
Look at this camera.
You're impressed, huh?
Wow.
Just call me Digital Boy.
Oh, man.
Now, if I only knew how to use it.
DVDs and things you can hold without.
Oh, if I only knew how to use it, you'd be in Fat City. Sergey's coming in Sunday. Well, it's Sunday and it's an absolutely, and I mean beautiful day. This has turned out to be one of the nicest days in a long time. And we're getting ready to go get Mr. Sergey Belko down at JFK. And the ride to JFK, it's kind of a fun ride. It's the ride actually that, if you've ever watched The Sopranos, it's the ride from the tunnel down to Kearny. And all the buildings, if you watch the beginning of The Sopranos, and I know everybody does. Anyway, we fed the fish, and we're going to go hang out at JFK until we could maybe get to see Sergey's flight come in. time I make this ride, and we're gonna have to go to JFK, of course, one of the things I love is I pretend I'm gonna light up a cigar on Tony Soprano, yeah. Another scene from The Sopranos. Two things they always put on that in the beginning. As you can imagine, there's nothing but traffic on the way to JFK. This usually is an hour trip. It's looking like more like a 3-hour trip. Now right there is where the Twin Towers used to be. I don't know if you can see the Statue of Liberty there. And so after the longest traffic jam in history, we arrive at Kennedy Airport. Now you're with Wendy, you could smile. So it's not this hot in the Ukraine, huh?
No.
No, it's hot. It's hot here now. Okay, home again. So the first thing Sergey notices something. Americans and Ukrainians have a lot in common. They put more water in the pool in the Ukraine. What do you got, like a 1/4 of an inch of water here? Poor. Look, this is poverty. This is what it's like to be poor, Mikey. You believe this? He's It's 8 hours from, let's get this straight, 8 hours from your house to the airport, then 9 hours to JFK, and then 2 hours to get back to Wendy's house. So he's bummed out. So what do you do after 24 hours in an airplane? Take a wild guess. We'll get him loaded up so he can't fly tomorrow. We already got Miss Ashley in the car for him tomorrow. And if he could stay sober, I guess he'll get some flights tomorrow. This poor Mikey, the next door neighbor's son, he doesn't know you're supposed to fill the pool before you jump in. Unbelievable. They don't have swimming pools like this in the Ukraine? No? Yes? With water though. They usually put a lot more water in.
My wife works for film. They are making.
Oh, okay. Like this. You got him convinced he's going to open up a swimming pool company here. That's a great American invention, the can opener, so you can open your beer up. He's being introduced to the world of Wendy cooking. Listen, provolone cheese and salami is all we can afford. We got to save our money for buying fuel for the bomber. What about him, Mikey? See if he'll take some. You know what? He'll have a little piece of hot dog when we cook a hot dog on the grill.
How about diet soda?
We got diet sodas out there.
This? Okay.
If you break a little piece, he won't take a whole thing.
A little piece.
Little.
I'm the twin.
Little, you know, like your brain. Little. Little.
I can't.
He's making a liar out of me.
No, he better not bite my hand off. You put it in.
You coward.
Drop it. I'm not eating.
This is a terrible way to live, isn't it? This is horrible. Having to eat salami for supper.
Oh man, that is horrible.
Did you have a good party last night? Oh yeah. He's sobered up now. All right, did the handle feel okay? Close or okay or? Okay. Now don't. Okay, the first time you start this motor, sometimes it's difficult, but after it starts once, then it's very easy. Sergey's first flight on Miss Ashley, down at our wonderful and very impressive Palisade Park site, Richfield Park site. The Rojet 77. Doran Morisano 14-inch 3-blade prop. I don't think it'll take them long to get used to the little, I guess we should call it funky conditions here. We do have some unusual air that comes through. And it's supposed to go up over 100 degrees today, so we're going to see. This will be, of course, Sergey's first trip out to Brodak. We're going to pack the car this afternoon. Load up on sodas and water and hot dogs, and we'll see if he wants to make a custom handle setting for himself. And if we have some spare time, maybe we'll even get to fly the bomber later. The cat. Sergey took 3 flights so far. We went in on a needle a little bit each time, but what he has, he brought some propellers from the Ukraine he wanted to try. I don't know if they're going to be the right pitch for this engine, but we're going to give him a try. We also want to go up to, today I wanted him to see, enjoy the joys of being a Jersey stunt flyer. Get a look at the circle burner field. I think from here we're just going to take a little ride up there. See the circle burner field. So his visit will be complete. And then we're probably going to have to get back to the house and get packing. We got quite a bit of tents and chairs and coolers and underwear and everything to pack here. And we just wanted to, the main objective of today was to get Sergey a few flights at, maybe even some at the circle burner field if the air is okay. But we've already kind of lost the air here. Yeah, we got back from flying. We went to visit the circle burner field, and the last thing we want to do, we want to fit up one of Sergey's props. He brought some props, his custom-made props, to try on a 77. You never have to worry about having some help here when you want to do a little work on your plane. Hey! Hey! When we were coming back from the field, we saw a little turtle that was laying eggs and had gotten run over, but I don't think we saved him. He looked like he was in pretty tough shape, huh? He was hit with a car. Yeah. That's how I found this guy. He was hit with a car. Look at him now. These, of course, are Sergey's props, and you got different pitches. You got lower pitch and less pitch. We were using Doran's prop. We have Doran's prop. This is a 375, and it's set up for really in the cool air. But we're going to add a little pitch to it, just a little pitch, bring it up to 4, so we'll have this. But he'd like to experiment with his props. How many of these you got? 3? You got a couple more over on my desk?
2.
And I got one that you made for me. I still got one left.
This is 5 and this is 5.5.
Put the 5. 5 is,
yes,
yeah, for this.
Yeah.
Although I think these might not be enough load for the motor, but it's going to be easy to try. Now I always take the props. You see how I make the hub rough? Because these engines kick back. All these washers and everything rough. When I leave it smooth like this, the prop comes loose all the time when it kicks back. So you decide if you want to do that. And now I just love watching other people balance props. I'm glad you're doing it. This ought to be an interesting test because in this really hot weather, we really needed more pitch this morning. And your props are what, 5 and 5.5?
Yeah.
I think 5's going to be a bit much, but in a hot weather, you probably will be fine. And you run the motor 8500?
Yeah.
And we run it about 92 on a 77, so. Oh, I love when other people have to sand. See, then I don't have to do it. I sit here like a fat cat. All right, that's good. That's good. You balance them all up. I'm going to work on putting a little more pitch endurance prop. I'm making up a special gauge because we want to have both, of course. Now, these are hollow props, right? How do you make these? You make these with, how do you make the shell? Or what is it, a shell in there?
Shell.
How do you make that prop? In a mold?
Yes, mold.
In a mold, okay.
Yeah.
And how, you lay in carbon first?
Yes, carbon, then these and both sides.
Oh, 2 shells.
2 shells, yes.
Okay.
Then I put the carbon, which is like
Toe.
yeah.
Toe. Okay.
Like here.
Right. Right.
And one part and other part, and then I put the foam, which is shaped like.
Okay.
And then close.
Okay. So inside that's foam.
Yeah, so it's light. It's
Very light. Yeah. Light. I wonder how light it is. Let's light it endurance prop. It's light.
It has profile, you know.
Yeah, and it's
Big.
thick. It's very thick. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this works on Rich
Yeah.
Oliver's motors.
Yeah, me too.
Very. And I'm glad you'll be flying it too. A nice young guy with good reflexes in case that 5 inches of pitch is too much.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. The props really look nice. You really got a nice weave in there. That's half Kevlar and half carbon. When you buy that material, that's 1 strand of Kevlar and 1 of carbon.
Yeah.
That Russian material or
No, German.
German? And this is the best part of all, just watching him balance prop after prop after prop. While I sit here drinking boiling water that should be coffee. You could get a job doing this, you know. You could be a professional like me. Now you might be wondering, how cool is it to come into the United States and Wendy gets to carry everything out in an 11-year-old Windstar, and you get to ride out in a brand new, and I mean this is brand new. I don't know how many miles this has on it. This is Les Demet's brand new Corvette. He's going to be taking Sergey in the vet. Probably won't let him drive, but he doesn't let me drive either, so don't feel bad. You should have waxed it before you got up. Oh man, that thing looks awesome.
It'll be fine.
Oh
A
man.
little dirty.
I'll-
Sergey, how are you?
I'll guard it for you. See, I haven't seen this yet. I haven't been in.
Glad you're here.
Wow. What a paint color. That color has Paladin written all over it.
Or Testarossa.
Whoa. Look at this thing go. Man. That is some car.
Gotta stop and get gas, Wendy. I'm at...
Right across the street from Andrea's is the
Oh yeah.
oh, you got plenty of room.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I thought this had like limited
No, there's. I think you could get a Nobler in there.
I think. Well, yeah, but look at the back. Look at this paint. I love this paint. Oh man. We get Brodak to make a color of this. Look at this. It's got flake in it.
Yeah, it does.
It's got a little sprinkling of flake. Well, my friend, congratulations and drive. This is a 6-speed, right?
6-speed.
6-speed? Wow. That is really nice.
Wendy, the torque is unbelievable.
Now you want to hear something funny? Sergey just bought a new car in the Ukraine. Guess what kind of car he bought? A Chevy.
Really?
He bought a Chevy. He's supporting the American way of life. I love it.
Well, I'm glad to see that we're able to get cars car's there.
Amazing. We're almost done packing. We're gonna hit breakfast. You gotta get gas. We'll hit breakfast and I'll try to get you to spot in front of Andrea's so you can keep an eye on it.
Doesn't matter.
Do they steal these? Is that a... Maybe Sergey will have to sit in it and wait.
I don't know how they would do it because right now, even though the windows are open, well,
You got, yeah, I'm sure it has an alarm in it.
well, no, it's the door's locked.
Oh, okay. Sergey, we're not my kind of car. You don't need an alarm. You can leave the key in it. Nobody steals a Windstar. They've never stolen a Windstar in the history of the world.
The road film on it really looks great.
It really does look nice. You got to look at getting Brookins to make you some of that paint color, even for trim.
Yeah.
That is. And so we're finally off on the amazing adventure of Sergey Belko goes to Brodak's. Uh-oh. Here's the part of having a vet that I don't like, having to pull in for $100 worth of high-test gas. And this car does take high-test gas. Now there's no way we're gonna make a windy video and not show the Pennsylvania tunnels and see if it's raining. Now it hasn't rained in a week, so it can't rain inside these tunnels. It seems like every year it does rain inside the tunnels.
Same old house I grew up in. I can't believe I'm back.
Just love going through these tunnels.
After all these years away.
Lights are on, baby. It's the law in Pennsylvania. Well, looks like we got a dry trip through the tunnel for a change. Dammit, he has these high-powered headlights. He's blinding me here as we go from one tunnel to the next. Not a drop of water in these tunnels. I guess John Brodak arranged to have it fixed. John, we appreciate it. Taking away some of the fun of driving out to Brodak's every year. Now somewhere before we actually get to Brodak's, the speedometer is going to roll over to 100,000 miles. And that'll mean the warranty is over on the car, which usually means we'll be having to spend some money on it soon. More tunnels. Why am I not surprised? We've had 2 dry tunnels. Are we going for 2 out of 3? Well, Brodak must have spent a lot of money fixing these tunnels. Must have put aeropoxy light on a ceiling or something. Not a drop. I am so impressed. 3 out of 4. Not a drop. Thank you, aeropoxy light. I wonder how he put it up there, with a trowel or with a brush. All right, here's the last tunnel. We may be going for a no-hitter here. Now all we have to do is get to the end of this tunnel with no rain on the windshield. May have to give John Brodak a special award for waterproofing these tunnels. Well, it could be that if we get to this daylight area, it could be a no-hitter. This would be the first time in all the years we've gone through these tunnels. Look, there's a raindrop. There's a raindrop. Look at that. Look at that. 1 raindrop. We lost our no-hitter. 1 raindrop. Well, John, look at it, it's crawling up on a windshield. Unbelievable. Just not our lucky day. Won't be long, we're coming into downtown, beautiful downtown Carmichael's. It is the big power plant. What was it, Mario's, that restaurant?
Yes.
We went to that last time. Carmichael's 3 miles. Entering Carmichael's. Now there's a drive-in right at the bottom of this hill, and John promised me someday if I got to be famous, he'd change the sign on the drive-in to say, "Now playing Windy Videos." I guess I'm not famous enough yet, but this really is a, what is it called? Sky View? Look at that. Now playing Windy Bill's a Cardinal. Isn't that cute? Sky View video. Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Windy Bill's a Cardinal. Look at that. Hard to believe. Brodak fly-in. And believe me, every year we just love coming out here. It's a wonderful ride. This year we've had some car problems. Believe it or not, this thing's coming up on 100,000 miles. In fact, 100,000. You won't believe it. It's like 99994 on the way to the motel. We're going to go to 100,000. If it makes, that assumes it makes it. Look at this. Scott Richland. The first man we get to see at the Brodak fly-in. It's the world famous Scott Richland.
Now wait till you see this. Here we go.
Come on, time is money, my boy.
Famous
I got a new one.
cameraman.
I got a new one for you, Wendy.
What I hope you got is a car mechanic. This thing is dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, I got to shut it off. Ah, all right.
A7.
All right, cool.
A7. It's the old Dumas kit 38-inch wingspan. I blew it
Yeah.
up to 46 inches and built it.
You're
Notice
like a
the bull.
terrorist. You blew it up.
Look at the bull. The bull is anatomically correct.
We don't. This is Windy Videos. You don't say that on Windy. You and your anatomically
Raging bull,
correct.
anatomically correct. You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Anhedral.
Very
Hasn't been
cool.
flown yet, so I don't know what it's gonna do.
Well, that's how I always believe in preparing for a contest. Wait till an official flight. Don't bother test
Wait
flying
till
it.
we get here.
Yeah.
Top flight pen ink lines.
All right, I gotta move on. I'm being
All right,
booted out.
You're blocking everybody.
My Corvette behind me. You notice my new Vet right behind me?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Wonder what kind of plane he's got in that.
It fits. You can put a plane in there.
Does it?
I don't believe it.
Hey,
Uncle Dave.
you guys are an hour and a half late.
I'm having car trouble.
Watch out, there's somebody back over.
Don't worry, he's insured. This is Woody Midgley's truck. Ready for its first NASCAR race, all duct taped up.
Yeah, okay.
The hood latch came off. We're driving down. He's driving down. He had it tied, and the hood's going. Boop.
That is really attractive. I'll tell you, I am very impressed with that
The
technology.
silver gray goes with the
Silver,
burgundy.
gray, and burgundy.
Isn't it awesome?
Simply fabulous. Where's John? I gotta see if he knows a car mechanic.
He's here. He's laying. He's a.
We thought you'd have a fire
Oh,
going
look
by
at these. I thought you'd be burning a sweeper or something by now.
How you doing?
Hey, Al.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, hey. The gang's all here. Look at these. Hey. Where's the sweeper? The hell with all this trash. Over there. Get the sweeper out. Let's get right into it. Let's quit fooling around.
Hey, Wendy, I'm not asleep this time.
Hey, now listen, this is serious stuff. I need a car mechanic. Or I'm basically here for a week. Who knows how to work on Windstar? No, 4-cycle. There's Zambelli. Where's Zambelli when you need him?
Downshifting.
I think I'm going to buy a 55 Chevy and be done with all these modern cars.
Great.
I was on the Hot Rod Power.
Only bring it out on rare occasions.
Oh,
I don't want
man.
the armpit to get yellow.
Wow.
But not in Seoul. In Seoul.
Oh my God. Look at this. All right. I gotta change the exposure on the camera. It's reflecting light so much. Look at this, I gotta change the exposure. Look at this thing go. Oh, that looks great. Looks better than mine by a lot. So Oh. Now, is the blue one still out here? Is it in the garage? Whose is heavier? I knew you'd humiliate me in front of my friends. Oh my God. So he builds it lighter. Does it balance?
That's the way we like it.
That won't hurt anything. And what motor's in there? That'll be fine. Wow, that looks great. We'll have to get a picture with the two of them together. That's cute with the electro sets. That's definitely cute.
It's all stenciled, it's all painted.
Looks awesome, I'll tell you. Now you flew it already. How did it fly? I mean, give me some feedback here.
Pulls like hell, is all I know.
That's nothing.
I hadn't flown it, Dan. He flew it and Mike Scott flew it once. We got I mean, it's not trimmed by any means. Nobody's put a pattern on it yet.
Well, we got Sergey Belko from the Ukraine. She'll say Sergey's sweeper before the week's over.
Yep, 65 keeps it out on the end of the line. There's no power problem. It weighs about 86 ounces.
Now, next on the thing is going to be, Dan has made us aware there's a twin cardinal here.
Joel! No.
Yeah, come on.
Running away.
Come on. Looks like it had a baby. Wow, jeez. I'm not even going to be in the top 5 this year. They're outdoing me with my own stuff. This is like should be like it being bigger than Shaq. Yeah.
How does that get outdone with your own stuff?
I'm out. Now all I got to do is show up with a car newer than mine, which I guess everybody has. Holy mackerel. That is cool as can be.
You asked for it last year in the videos.
No, here's what you need. and let me tell you, you guys are so cool. I know this is going to happen. A triple. And the middle one can just come out an inch further than that. Zambellis can get 3 of them on there.
Wendy, let's take apart.
It'll be take apart if I fly it.
You can fly it.
How does it come apart?
The wings come off.
Well, take it up. Let me see how it comes apart.
Take that one off.
You know, I saw the Moons down in Texas. The Moons had an XP11 that had two Sato 40s, two twin an XP11.
Oh, the Hughes bird.
Yeah, cool as can be.
That should do it.
I'm like, doesn't even pay to take the plane out of the car here. Look at this.
One
Look at this.
screw. Oh, wait a minute. That I got to see.
Just a box beam with the screw goes in the slide.
Did you ever think of flying it without the wings?
Flown it yesterday.
Could happen.
We just painted it at noon yesterday.
Jeez.
So we've got the slot. Oh, okay, the slot's
Spars, plywood case on the spar.
Wow, that looks
Very
cool.
nice.
Absolutely cool.
So
Now, what did you do? You used two
None of
Took an
those
arc cardinal,
taken by
sliced the
this.
wing down the middle, traced off the body from that.
and made a middle piece? I mean, is this a normal cardinal wing or?
Yeah, that's between the two ribs in the middle. We just cut it.
Digital.
Hey, Lampoon.
A new digital
How you doing, guy? I'm going to double my sales to Lampion
Oh,
this year.
Yes. You'll never retire on it. I'll
The IRS better not find out about it. Do you know Sergey Belko from the Ukraine? Oh, okay.
Remember him from last year, yes.
Okay.
I always remember them stars, you know.
Is this Sergey the combat guy or Sergey the...
No, the stunt guy.
I know I have a couple of Russian combat airplanes.
Oh, wait.
Quite nice.
He makes his own engines from scratch.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you see the equipment that you weren't at the
I got
Worlds.
Have you flown this yet, Joe?
Well, what are we waiting for? A freight train or a passenger train to come
It
in?
should pull less than the giant flight string.
Well, they've come a long way. Yeah. Looks like a Bob Barron airplane.
I don't think you're gonna need motor offset if that's what you're wondering.
No, and this is one of those now.
No. And don't worry about making the lines a foot shorter to get more tension.
Get rid of the wing.
No, just
Come
leave
on,
it.
Joel.
Now we have run the engine, Jeff.
No, you do have to sync the engine. Every time, see, I'm gonna
Well, Wendy's
get
your
the
sync
engines
man
rolling,
right
get
here.
them
He's
set
been
up.
listening to Twins for a while.
Yeah.
Wendy's not around, I'll fly, because every time he's around with that damn camera, things happen.
Let me tell you, they happen when the camera's not on too. Holy jeez. A triple is, now who's gonna do the triple? That's,
Oh, we got a trifocal dude's got to do that.
trifocal dude will have a quadruple. He'll have 2 on the top wing and 2 on the bottom wing and,
It was a shame to see that plane of his go in last year, but that was a good video.
oh yeah.
That was good
Oh
video.
yeah.
Joel,
God, that was in
you
so
could
many
put
videos.
one, a pusher right here.
I tell you what, if you put a pusher, I'll make the extension shaft for you. I'll tell
Hey,
you what, we'll take it.
let's fly it. I say everybody's
Make 2
standing
beams,
around.
I can mount the 40.
I feel like Lampione. I'm just standing around talking and nobody's flying.
Some of us
Hey,
fly
Jim.
airplanes. Hey, Wendy. Good to see you, buddy.
What do you think?
Jim Borelli.
I feel like the Pope
Nice to meet you.
getting
Nice to meet you,
like the
too.
Pope getting reelected here.
There you go.
That is cool as can be.
Yeah, really is. He did
Wow.
some nice job on it, huh?
That's great.
Thunderbird painted by Joel. And the decals,
Oh, look at a nice paint on it.
decals
Whoa.
are made by Rachel. Rachel made the
Wow.
decals.
Nice paint. Pick that up so I can get close. I can zoom in on the paint. Look like the paint on Les's vet. You made them. This is multiple. What do they call it?
Yeah.
Multi flakes or something?
Prismatic.
Prismatic. Oh man, that's nice.
Prismatic flake.
Well,
Check it out.
that is nice.
Very nice.
Sakes, man.
That's a beautifully finished plane.
You know, this is one at a little distance. It don't catch you right away, but it's like, wow, look at that.
That is nice.
I told him we should have had Orca on the wing. Looks like a killer whale. There's George.
It
It's
does.
flying.
Yeah, it does.
You hold it.
It's never too late to change the name.
Yeah. Well, just keep it in one piece. I'll be doing good.
I have a problem with the motor, though. I was going to call you and ask you about it. Yeah.
He's acting up on it.
What's the problem with the motor? How
You
come?
run along,
just
did a
quits.
nice job on those
You try to set
decals.
it, and it wouldn't.
Maybe the same guy made it that made my Windstar. Well, here's a guy that makes his own motors. Rip it out. He'll pull it apart, step on it, kick it, make it work.
It's got a road jet in it, and it ran good last year. Now this year it's acting up. We've tried different tanks.
How many runs do you have on it?
It's got about 2 hours on the stand running before I put it in the other plane. It's got probably 20, 30 flights in it.
It'll run like Danny's diesel.
Well,
just like
it can't beat a motor then.
Huh?
That's what I thought, but I tried to suck an air.
Fuel filter, fuel line. If you put fuel into an engine, any modern engine, doesn't matter
We've
which.
done that whole route with
six
three
plugs
different
in it.
tanks. Put a
Fuel line
test
in
stand
there. Yeah, you watch
tanks.
it, the fuel's moving right to the engine, it just shuts off.
Nah,
Change the head gaskets.
there's more to it than that. There's
Yeah.
something that's.
So it's like ring.
Yeah, and then sometimes it'll be running along and it'll richen up and then it'll go lean.
Thunderbolt one.
Well, it had SIG plug in it, 3 new ones. Took one out of the plane that I slung out of that.
There's a way to
wanna fly
diagnose
it
it
off?
that makes sense. Is always if you're in trouble,
Oh, if you want to fly, I got a.
put a 4-stroke max plug in. That's the hottest plug there is. And that eliminates some of the Band-Aid things.
Okay.
Like the plug on a plane, it vibrates, that the coil is hitting the side.
It's nice.
There's things that other plugs do that 4-stroke plugs don't do because of the way they're made. So it just eliminates that, hopefully eliminates it. I mean, if you're going to fly it today or tomorrow, I'd love to see it and, you know, for what my opinion's worth.
Yeah, try running it later, see what it does.
It's a 40 Rojet?
Yep, Bart's back to rear.
All right, I got a spare 40 Rojet with me just in case. And if it does it to mine, then it's the plane.
Right.
I mean, that makes it real easy for us.
It did it in the plane, out of the plane, on the test stand. We're doing it this week.
Hmm.
Took the tank out and ran it with.
Is that Doran's prop?
No, that's a Bill Lee.
Bill Lee? Okay. Nice gear.
That's from Dennis Choke.
Very nice.
That damn guy, Gialdini started that shit.
Now that's the wing is monocoat, the body's paint like in your previous.
All the flying surfaces are mica film.
Really? What is that? What is mica film?
Mica film
like
is,
thin monocoat?
It's a fabric, and you have to use the balsa right around the edges.
heat shrink it with an iron or a...
Yes,
Is that like cover right, Alan? Like
something like cover light.
but lighter? Lighter weight.
Crinkles when you use it.
Yeah.
But it's very tough. Very tough. What'd you color the fillets with?
That's all Rust-Oleum.
That's Rust-Oleum?
Jimmy,
The body's painted with Rust-Oleum?
Alrighty.
Amazing.
Been publishing that for 20 years.
Rust-Oleum.
Nice job, Alan. Nice job.
See, you keep wasting your time rubbing out dope and rubbing and sanding and rubbing.
It does.
You just spray some Rust-Oleum on out of a can, you walk away, you come back, it looks like that.
What a schmuck I am.
Wendy, that's the best position I've seen you in years, Wendy. That's where you belong. And that's a step up from where you've been.
I'm allowing you a little nibble at the trough, and then I'm going to stick your head in it.
Why can't I get mine in before you start, you know? And where's your lovely
That is nice. Let me see the bottom.
That's where I'm going.
What's the...
You know, you can buy a magazine that has all these pictures in it.
I have 2 gear.
Ah,
I have.
the wing.
Well, see, I have
What do you
wing
have
gear,
wing gear for?
and then I have another door that goes across here when I take this gear off. I mean, the plane is published with wing gear,
Okay.
but because I fly off grass most of the time, I did this too.
Good.
And you know, if I fly in classic, I'm willing to accept whatever
Deviation.
knock somebody's going to give me for it.
Would anybody do that? Is it breach in fidelity? Is that the problem?
Well, I mean, you got 20 points to work with. I mean, what are you going to do? Give me a 0?
Well, no way.
You know, but I mean, I figure, you know, if somebody's going to hit me for 1, 2, or 3 points, I'm not going to really be upset. By the way,
I don't think your world's going to come crashing down on you.
I did the interior of this. Charlie said I need to fit that around the engine. So what I did is I took that expandable foam and shot it in there.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And then I took a
That's a
50
cool
grit
idea.
50 grit sandpaper around a dowel, just
And just low.
and so I just got it until all that fit in, then smoothed it over
How's
with.
Charlie doing?
Doing fine.
Tiger cat, man.
That's a speed plane trick.
Yeah.
It forces
Yeah, it
speed.
forces the air.
Yeah.
Force speed to finish.
So I mean, that's all just that expandable foam, and I didn't make it as nice as it should have been. So that's my fault.
It's an old-time stunt plane. What? They don't even have a concourse award, do they?
Well, this is the classic.
And how's the rain?
Life is going to change.
I think it looks real nice.
Coming down the road.
It looked nice on the cover, too.
Okay. Usually wear hats.
Where you go? Randy's motor in there?
Yeah, so it's the
36?
the old PA 40.
Oh, PA 40.
Yeah.
So you all came out together?
Okay, so it's the heavyweight.
Yeah. I'm launching around 10,000 on 61-foot line.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We had car trouble on the way here. I don't know if you said anything.
It's actually got a pilot on the
We
inside.
just
I can't my.
went to the contract.
You got to hold it up to the...
Here, come over this side where the sun shines.
Look at the schnoz on that pilot.
Wait a minute, wait a
Damn.
minute. This pilot's in witness protection. He must be from the Sopranos or something.
It's Lampion.
Lampion's in witness protection.
What's it happening?
Very nice.
Township.
That's what he said to the downshift. So, John.
But it's got everything in this one.
John.
This one is really awesome.
This is your pro plane, or
Yeah.
not? It's not an old time.
No, this is.
Put them down together, Al. At least they let me see where I'm going, not like that other pilot.
Hank, did John put in that?
So we're trying to push this. Let me go another year. We'll do the Valley Road.
Yeah. Bert McNamara. Look at it. Netherlands. Actually, this flies as fast as that.
You could make it a German plane, you could make it a Russian plane. But this plane, just by putting the red stars on it, looks like it's right in front of it. Yes, it is. It's robot. I put the robot covers on it with the robot wheels.
Yeah.
The one hanging up in the...
Put this one out too.
Oh, just put it out.
They're all colors. Oh, yeah?
That one's a bit older. It's been around a long time.
This one's classic legal. I've seen this maybe in VSC. Right.
It's got an L&J Fox.
Yeah, there's proof. Why? Because
Allen Brickhouse's Air Force, 2005 Brodak. Bobby, which plane did you bring? The jet? That's all?
I didn't finish my new United/PM yet.
Didn't finish it?
What's that?
Jose said you were almost done.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
I was actually going to bring the Cavalier. I was trying to retrofit an LJ Fox because I had the 4-stroke.
Yeah.
The 30, although Zambelli thought it would be enough power, it just, when you get into the verticals.
How about a 40 if you put a 40 in there?
Well, I could, but I wanted to keep it small.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to put the LN, but it wasn't just a drop-in.
No.
Because the motor that I did at Jimmy's house, remember we built these at Jimmy's house?
Right, I remember.
I used a George Aldridge, a Fox from 15 years ago. Well, the new Fox casing, I couldn't get the cowl over what I designed around it. Because the new case is bigger, the exhaust port.
Right.
So I have to make some changes.
So I'll start by being nice to me.
Yeah, I'm always nice. You know, I wore this shirt yesterday.
Did you wear that?
Yeah.
Anybody? Wait a minute. Anybody doesn't know, we're wearing the let's turn
Stacy's
this
shirt,
camera.
that's right.
StacyRoseMusic.com. That's my
Can you
daughter.
also look through this?
Yes.
See, I find that easier. On the digital, I don't. This thing makes me crazy.
The thing that's crazy is you got to constantly set the exposure. The automatic goes like Alan's plane. The red one is too shiny. It automatically goes off the chart.
Right, because it's copied.
I'm too busy trying to get my car repaired to do any modeling stuff.
Me too.
I'm gonna be an AutoZone concourse winner
What
here.
you did to me?
I saw the hood on that. I didn't know you ran NASCAR. Give me some white Brodak dope. We'll write your name on the hood.
His name on the side and put a number on
When
it.
you go get your oil changed,
Number 0.
Jiffy Lube.
Who's your sponsor?
They change your oil at 2 o'clock at Sundays. And they can't close the hood. What are you going to do? You can't get it
man.
on. Oh man, that was not fun.
Oh, I'm telling you, Woody, life's
And then I
life's
take my car
brutal.
down to the car wash, and that thing whips up my back windshield wiper and tears it right off the back of the...
Let me see what's new, son. Oh, twin Mustangs, big flight streaks, beaches. Oh my God, sweepers. Isn't that nice, John?
Yeah. They said it was 86 ounces.
Yeah, they don't know that sissies 86 ounces.
When I saw this thing, I thought maybe they just refinished the one that they were flying last
You
year.
thought I came back to life as a sweeper, huh? No. That's beautiful. I'm telling you something. That is nice. You laugh all you want. If he brought that to VSC, you'd have a shot.
Yeah, well, I think it only has like a 60 or 40 on it.
Doesn't matter. You can put a 90 in it now. Anything up to a 90.
Ignition system burned up on me today.
Maybe it's made by the same people make my Windstar.
Look at this.
Wow, you're a dangerous guy.
That's three little batteries. The battery is melted. You believe it? This, my coil's intact, my condenser, my points, everything. We'll fly it tomorrow. But yeah, I was really kind of surprised.
Is tomorrow the ignition event, or?
I don't even know. I'm just going to get it ready. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I see what you're photographing. You like my little pilot, huh?
Porno pilot.
Yeah, what I did is I dug up another set of batteries, some NiCads. So I'm gonna
Is there any reason you can't just use NiCads, or?
I had nickel metal hot. These will work.
Wait, did a nice job rebuilding his shop, didn't he? Wow, look at his shop.
I got a picture, but
Oh.
I can send you a copy of that if you want.
Send it to Stunt News. Look at this. Oh, you're the man, Pete. I'm telling you. We get one with the Tiger Cat.
Okay, sure. Yeah, because I brought the silver airplane back again, and I have a secret one I went.
You better enjoy these pictures of the A26 because there's going to be no more pictures of it. Here's John's picture. John and Buzz.
Yeah, go here left.
So you went digital, huh?
Yeah, I had to. Carlos took my camera and threw it at me. Got sick of fixing it.
Okay, let's go. Randy, you want to get Karen?
Yeah, I just got to find Karen. And that, of course, from Gerald Champ. Wow, they really did a nice job in here. Whoa, there goes the plane. Zambelli's plane is going off the floor.
And how can I get a copy of one of these?
Just ask Gerald Champ. Call him up on the phone. You got a pamphlet? I'll call him up right now.
Okay.
The blue truck.
Looks like we have a crash. We're not even here 20 minutes and there's a crash. A pilot's been beheaded. Ron Smith has new sneakers. Wow, there's all kind of news breaking stuff going on here. Woo! Well, like it or not, we want to stay. We're all going to dinner with John. Unfortunately, we can't take our truck. We're just going to leave it here for the simple reason that it didn't start. So we basically have to take John's truck to dinner.
Monsieur,
a limo.
Your limo is waiting.
Your limo's waiting. Mrs. Ortnovsky.
Oh, this is a big bag.
Limoville. Wow. And air conditioning. Wow. Well, you're really living, John.
This is
How's your son doing with the DVDs?
Good, but
You still playing with the camera and stuff?
Yeah, but I got mine. I put all my 8mm movies over.
This looks like a nice place.
But you know, this is the first place I ever ate when I came to Carmichael's, and it was with Bob Hunt.
Oh no!
Oh, you just ruined that whole.
Oh no! This is some nice place. And we're not going to see Buzz, John's wife, because her dad has some serious health problems, and I don't know if she'll be able to join us or how often she could join us. And we're obviously going to miss her, and we hope only good things for her dad.
How do you do that?
Ask Tommy tomorrow, because Tommy is white.
It's a Coors Light, anybody?
Wait a minute, now tell him the truth.
This is right size.
Do you know when we made out his paperwork for the Ukrainian embassy, one of the questions was, you can't give him any alcoholic beverages? John and I had to swear that he wouldn't drink any alcohol after Brodak flying. This is not...
It's only like beer. He's not drinking alcohol. That's Coors Light.
I am You should do that in one slug. Mmm. Uwe Degner drank more than that in one shot in England.
Did you see that commercial?
Vodka tonic.
That commercial
Vodka
about
tonic?
raining beer? There's a commercial. These guys are outside.
What the heck are you drinking? Shoe polish? What's this?
No, this is Yingling.
I'm with a bunch of drunks. Look at this. I'm the only one not drinking beer. This guy's got a...
This is from
What is this, a triple A? Look, even John's...
Then they say people drinking Yingling lager.
You didn't tell me you serve liquor. I'm a drunk too, you know. Is Brickhouse drinking beer? What's he drinking?
Iced tea.
Woody, are you going to...
You were getting what, root beer?
You can walk in front of the young lady.
You know, Karen, it looks so strange.
You can walk right by the camera. There's no problem.
That howitzer on his shoulder. He's got that.
Are you drinking beer, Brickhouse, or not? If you want to be one of the boys, you got to loosen up early in the night.
If I can't get the clink of the drink.
Root beer. Root beer. Look what Wendy's drinking. Look at this. Look, fake. It's like fake Mini Coopers. Fake Mini Coopers. Everybody's got beer except Wendy.
Well, that's your trademark, isn't it?
Look at this, the dog that's on here.
Thank you.
Are you a new waitress?
Look at this. Is this a good likeness? Let me see. Now tell me the truth. Is that a good looking pie?
That's probably game.
Very interesting pie.
Serge, does that look like a Ukrainian pizza pie or what? What is that?
It's burnt on the edges.
Like Italian.
Like Italian?
I like the way the Russian says Italian. Like Italian.
Which service? Verizon. All right. Way to go. That's great.
Now, what club was the Lion Tamers?
You're good
There
on
was a
that one.
club called the Lion Tamers. I get a trophy. They used to give out Lexan trophies at
You have a lot of drunks in Ukraine?
lettering inside.
Oh, And my family was one of them.
I don't remember who they were. They were neat trophies.
My grandmother started it all.
Big and
Why would you do that?
I'm actually going to do it. I'm flying my Sterling Mustang.
Oh, okay.
He's moving right up the
Right up the ladder.
right up the ladder.
Was that Dale Kern?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
Yes.
it was.
You only get 8 points though.
And you and
He does do
Oh, is
it.
that he the guy flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the Stinger? Did you build that?
No, I haven't had time. It's sitting there in the kit. It's ready to go. Ready to go. The kit is beautiful. I can't believe he made the size.
I know, quarter inch. I know, I told you.
Yeah, you know,
I wanted to change that, but I want you the way it was.
yeah, because I remember.
Quarter-inch fuse? Yeah,
And the,
outside is.
and the tail surfaces are half-inch thick.
Yeah.
Look at the skyline in the back. I'm telling you.
And here comes the police to arrest us for loitering.
All right, well, we're going to go to the hotel.
Nice place. Nice dinner. Nice fit. So now the trick is, do we see if Wendy's car will start? Do we see if he can stand up straight? Can you walk in a straight line?
Yes.
How many beers did you have?
Just one.
Yeah, but it was a 4-gallon Stein. Americans can't drink that much beer.
Do you think it was a quarter of gallon?
A gallon? It was a gallon. I don't use. Oh, it's terrible.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, we finally got to our motel after a great dinner with John and a bunch of our friends. We're going to try to get the car out early in the morning and see if it's our lucky day or not our lucky day. Bob Zambelli thinks it's just the oxygen sensor. But again, I'll believe it when I see it. So until morning comes, there's an awful lot of cool stuff already here, and it's only Tuesday. The contest hasn't even started, and there's an awful lot of cool stuff happening. And we'll pick this up tomorrow. So we wound up spending half of the morning down at one of the local repair places who told us we could have any one of 4 major problems with this car, and he couldn't fix any one of the 4 until next Tuesday. So we're going to be really taking a chance here right at the 100,000 mile mark. Can you believe this? We're going to spend the rest of this vacation on pins and needles, I think.
I just want to make sure it's the right one before.
So anyway, we're going to take the oxygen sensor and the fuel filter out and use it for tip weight.
Yeah, see, they even put high temperature anti-seize compound on the threads.
Okay.
You see that?
Wow.
And this is all it is. There's a platinum.
Now what is this? This is a probe.
Yeah, this is a probe, and 2 of these wires.
Do Ukrainian cars have these things? Only American cars. Oh man,
I'm just trying to get it apart because these things really, they're really a pain in the ass to get apart.
Well, we just went over 100,000 miles, so this is the first repair we've had on 100,000 miles.
I think you should get rid of the car.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for a price.
I don't know these foreign cars.
Made in the Ukraine. Well, Mr. Zambelli did us a giant favor, did some work on the car. We don't know if that's all it needed. It had 4 codes that needed to be fixed, and we got 2 of the parts, oxygen sensor and fuel filter. It did start right up though, so that's the stuff. We'll check it out later. We need to go see some planes. You guys all chipper and spry this morning? This doesn't look good, Lou. This isn't how you balance a prop. Is that the Lou Willard's silver Prox prop balancer?
Okay, that's it.
That you've been patenting for all these years?
That's what I've been flying with.
Hey, you know, I lost count to the cardinals that I've seen here, you know that?
There's a lot of cardinals, yeah, they usually are.
I almost...
A lot of cardinal prejudice goes on here. And because we worked on our car, we missed some of the first round, but the winds have already started blowing. They're expecting some rain to blow in here this afternoon, but Everybody doesn't seem to be stopping anybody, that's for sure. And there's one good thing to always remember. When you go to Woodstock, it isn't about the music. You know, think about that. When you come to Brodak, it isn't about it's about the camaraderie and the good feelings and the car repairs and, well, I'm not sure what it is, but it sure is a lot of fun. And just one, it's worth mentioning some of the people in the world of Pampa that think John Brodak is killing the world of control line. Boy, do they owe him an apology. Just look around. By the way, they do have a record-setting entry now. It's even bigger than last year. Killing control line. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're going to go try around. We try to get some of the flights. As windy as it is, everybody's putting in flights. I don't see anybody not flying. The record-setting amount of entries. I'm in the car repair business, Daddy. You guys need a tune-up?
They smoked them.
Oh, no.
They smoked them.
He's got that fancy stuff.
Okay, so tell me what this is.
This is an AXI 281410 Outrunner, Castle Creations Phoenix 35 speed control, a Sergio timer of course, and it's a 4000 milliamp, 3 series 2 parallel lithium power, lithium polymer pack.
And the total weight of the plane is?
29 ounces.
Ah. You gonna go up soon or you done?
I just flew.
You just smoked them.
Tried to.
I'm getting sick of looking at your Nats winning flight. Does this hurt that you don't have this sealed with tape, or it doesn't matter? Just
didn't seem to affect anything.
I love the way you just shoved that in there.
Yeah, there was no room on the profile.
You don't have to shim it or anything?
Nope.
Well, we did to get the upright and inverted latch.
Yeah.
Shim the battery.
You use the bubble wall method or whatever.
You got to be careful about unhooking them things. You tip it up on its nose like that.
All fuel comes out.
All the amps all run in and flood in.
Yeah.
Now, what'd you find out about the props, Mike? Are these
This
little
is
APC
electric, yeah.
Okay, but I mean, did you make any gains in it, or?
This is just the first prop I de-pitched it to a 3-pitch, and it seems to be doing pretty good. And on the silencer,
thin. They're much thinner than gas props?
thin, wide blades. Supposed to be more efficient.
Very
The silencer,
cool.
I'm using a Gator prop right now, and that's seems to be working pretty good.
That's what they need, electric combat.
I think that the next size up motor in that is probably be about right.
I got one from a 1/4-inch drill I've been looking at, eyeballing up.
Oh, for combat, yeah.
The pylon, I thought it was a joke. The guy said, you got to put your earplugs in, we're going to start the pylon racer. Remember that when we were down there? They're louder than a gas-powered engine.
The electric.
They have 38,000 or whatever they turn, 1,000,000 RPM.
Yeah, my teeth were hurting.
Yeah.
Takes all the fillings out.
The one fell up there, friends with Gary Lutz, I can't think of his name. He's watching, he's like, I am, man. You're up in the overhead.
As the wind's gale force.
Oh, yeah.
Just as I'm ready to take off again, somebody put the plane in, like the bear coming in at the Nats.
Just to get your attention.
And Dan's like, what is it?
Wind's up, gas engines are falling out of the sky, and here goes
so
the
this
electric.
is protected.
You have that in the Ukraine or no? No?
Castle Creations.
Castle's controlling.
And how much is this whole package if you buy the battery, this, and how much money you have tied up there?
85, 90, and 149, and the Sergio timer's 30.
Under 400.
Yeah, easily
It's
under
like,
4.
and what's a combat engine cost?
$200 for an LA 25.
Well, you'll need 4 of them now.
Actually, an LA with its stock muffler is a pretty quiet motor.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, eventually you'll have the data, how many times can you recharge this before it starts to poop out?
Depends.
And then divided by how much the fuel would cost.
Yeah.
At 15 a gallon. I don't know. The Cartier's on the other end of this. He's thinking out when he doesn't know anything about stunt. But I grew up poor. Everything counts in my economy.
What did you got enough capacity for?
Look at my knee. I'm working on this damn car. My knees are bleeding all over the place. And you can just plug it in the car. You just.
Yeah, car battery, whatever you want to charge off.
For combat, you better put a 2300 in there because you only need 5 minutes.
Yeah, you don't need as much capacity.
But you could save half of the weight of the battery or not?
Well, it depends which battery you go with. This battery is it's like a 10 to 12 C. You can discharge it 10 to 12 times its capacity. So 40,000 milliamps, 10 times you can pull 40
Don't talk tough to me. I know you. I know you went to school. Talk gallons.
Gallons.
Talk Ukrainian to
me. How many ounces?
Yeah, can you convert amps to
It
gallons?
was about 34 amps.
Okay, so you need the big battery.
So yeah.
How big would that battery be to drive my Windstar from here to Carmichael? That's what I want to know.
Build a backup.
Yeah.
I don't think you could afford that.
No. The NASA can't afford that battery. So are you going to fly a second round, or are you comfortably leading? You just can walk in the car and go up
second round.
Van Jock's going to catch him with a gas-powered. With a Cardinal, no less. You got to watch out. One of those will come up and bite you. Very cool. Very cool.
I've been hoping the wind picks today.
Anyway, each year Mikey Palco gets his stuff a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more interesting, and every year it gets better. It's hard to believe. It's coming, guys.
Wow, that happened over at our contest at the Philly Flyers. Getting ready to launch the Mustang for my flight, and the exhaust is going back and going straight. Here we go.
There's a bit of breeze blowing, and it looks like it's going to be blowing even more as the day goes on here. Hey!
Actually, I had my stencil guy for the letters. I had a guy make me up 2 separate stencils. One 1/8 inch bigger than the other.
Oh, okay. You cheated. You got to do that with masking tape. And then you got to cut the tape yourself, too. Don't use that pre-cut 1/8 inch tape. Neil Beekman's first official. Neil, one of the real heroes of the 9/11 disaster. Had a special award at Brodak a couple of years ago, well deserving. Fireman. Now, what's your name, sweetheart? Wendy?
Sarah.
But your middle name's Wendy?
Sarah.
No!
Sarah Nicole Bear.
I thought they were going to name your middle name Wendy in honor of me. Not really, huh? Didn't work out that way for you?
Oh, Wendy, how are you today?
He has the...
Looking for something to shoplift. Keep talking. What do I need?
One of everything. And 2 if you don't have any at home.
I don't have any. I have no inventory.
Just back up the van and hook up the trailer. We'll load it up for you.
Grandpa's got a lot of things planned for you.
Right now, I just like it to run all the way home. Surprise me.
I thought I was the only one who had those kind of problems.
I'm getting sick of driving old cars. I'm going to have to steal a new one. We ought to get a little thing and put a mustache on him or something. Look at this, the life of luxury. Look at this. Luxury. Luxury.
How's your car? All fixed?
My knee's bleeding. The fuel filter's on. the oxygen sensor's on and it made it from Brodak's driveway to the hill. But I'm afraid to try starting it until tonight. We'll try tonight.
We'll get plenty for what you need here. That's why I said, is that enough? Oh, yeah. That's a good.
Yeah, that's the next thing I'm looking for. That rubber cone. It's cooler with the Okay. On eBay, in the box for $2,500.
You made this one?
Yeah, the Mustang. I would have thought more. And Windy, the speed ship, that's going to end up the speed ship's a McCoy Invader. That's going to end up with a dueling 29 in it.
Can I pick it up?
Oh, absolutely. By all means.
Just don't get fingerprints on.
Yeah.
The only thing I have on my hand now is gas from working on that stupid car.
Did you get it fixed?
Well, ask me tomorrow night if I make it back to the motel.
But I remember watching this.
Boy, that is nice, huh? Wow. Danny, you know what I have in my museum? Danny's gonna like this.
Okay.
Hey Dan, I brought back from Texas Al Raby's Millie.
Oh yeah.
The Mustang. I got it. I'm gonna polish it all up, make a show prop, put it in with the Spitfires. Looks nice. Looks nice. Put it out on a, you know, it's now the Allied Forces room.
If they don't make these now?
No, I don't think so. They're Danny's. I've seen this one fly.
Yeah, Wendy's been there. I think you have that on.
You made a crankshaft for this one. This one broke a crankshaft one time.
I had to make the crank in that.
Yep. And this one, I don't know, what is this? Is this a, what is this, a speed model?
I have on a little desktop lathe. I didn't have anything bigger than.
That is very cool.
10,000 off the top.
Oh yeah.
You would think by looking at it it's heavy. It's not. Pick that up. It's very, very light. It's amazing. You look at it, you think, oh my God, it's like it's heavy.
Well, did they fly those competitively at one time?
I don't really know. Danny knows the history of all this stuff, but he brought this to. We have a field by us, a concrete field we don't have anymore, Middlesex, and he flew it. And it flew good. And the crankshaft broke, and the prop and everything just flew right off, but the motor was still in the flame. But he made a crankshaft. You know, he's a.
I could never afford to own them, except I had one little 09, you know.
Yeah.
But I used to fly them for the guys, you know.
Oh, I think they're as cool as can be.
Take them off a dolly.
Yep.
And, but the engines didn't last long because they shaved the things down.
Yeah, they cut all the fins, yeah.
So and if you broke the prop on them, they'd turn up so high they'd burn up an engine.
And then you throw the engine away. That old technology, like today they can do that with pylon racers and stuff, but
back then, that's why I said I couldn't afford to buy an engine.
Oh, thank you.
That I flew them.
First pattern on it.
Did you get up with your Frenchman? Does that take? Small one?
the little tapes. What's that?
The French guy that was hunting for you this morning.
The Ukrainian guy?
I thought he said he was from France.
Oh, maybe there's a guy?
He was something about an airplane in you. He's from France and he had an airplane or something he could use.
Oh, we'll get him a plane. There's enough Cardinals here. I could sell other ones. There's one over there with my name on it. I'll sell that one.
Excellent. So what's
the hell with
your car?
The guy, the dude down in Waynesburg put it on a machine and said it needs an oxygen sensor, a fuel filter, an air valve, and a converter. $1,600. I said, thank you. So Zambelli put a fuel filter in and I put the oxygen sensor in, and it made it to the other end of the parking lot. So.
Oh, there you go.
And if it dies, you're taking me home.
Okay.
You owe me your life anyway, so what do I care?
The best thing to do is just get some distilled water and wipe off all your connectors. Because a lot of times...
The way this works here, we've got friends like Pete. I'll leave the car here and use his gas for the rest of it.
There you go.
You know what a tip-off was? That there's a problem. Usually I get 450 miles to a tank of gas. This ran out of gas at 180.
Oh, yeah.
It was on E, and I almost, that's how bad it was running. So, little tip-off. Nah. Tell him that I'm a good husband in Spanish. Tell him, boy, I made the right choice marrying Wendy. He even understands that.
Okay. Es un buen esposo.
Nah, she said something like I'm getting
No,
older,
no, that's not
older
what I
than an old shoe.
No.
So okay, they're here as your guests. I have my friend from the Ukraine here, Sergey Belko's here.
Good.
He's having, I don't even know, he disappeared with the guy that speaks. There he is. No, where's Sergey? Where's Sergey? He rode out in a Corvette. I rode out in a car that needed $100 worth of fuel filters.
What's doing with the fuel? And I drove 2 weeks ago. I drove that man down to Houston and back.
No fear.
You ever see more disrespect in your life for a living legend? A living legend of stunning. Here they give me the. They never did that to George Aldrich, you know.
You know, I caught flack from them, and they said the windy was crooked. I said it was windy when I put it on.
Everything I do is crooked one way or another.
Very cute. Very cute.
I've been improving the set ever since.
How's your photo
Hey.
going?
You're a long way from home. No, you're not a long
Michigan.
way. Yeah.
No, not Arizona.
Right.
Now, you did this at Tucson too? I see the Tucson,
Yeah,
Arizona.
this
Do
is-
you have a Brodak?
Last March.
Brodak Airport backdrop? That's very cool. Very cool. He brings this like a table, Karen, with a backdrop, and then you put your plane on a table and he takes a picture, but see, it looks like it's
Fabulous.
it's really like a model railroad. He's got trees and everything.
It's fabulous.
It's pretty cool.
Beautiful plane besides.
What's that?
It's a beautiful plane besides.
I don't fly.
When are you going to do that?
Well, I got problems logistically of getting hooked up here because I'm in a motorhome.
What do you need, electricity or?
Electricity, yeah, because I run oxygen at night and I need to run my printer to make the labels.
Oh. Story.
Well, it's not mine.
Oh, who cares? And that's the first one built from an Aries kit.
Aries kit.
All right. Who's the owner of it? We can get him to.
He's one of the members here at Johnson.
Who the pilot is?
Down there now.
I like the pilot, Yogi.
Yeah.
Is that Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh, Yogi the Bear, or whatever he is. That's cool.
Man, that sucker's got a lot of parts in it.
Well, it's not it's not like a beginner kit. It's made for somebody that's a craftsman.
Yeah.
I wonder if you went to China and said, I want Aries ARFs. I wonder if they'd...
Might charge you a little more for those.
Yeah, we teach them about Yeah, that's very nice.
Took John about 4 tries to get all the parts in the box.
Oh, yeah, I know what a nightmare that is.
Yeah.
Did he pay you? Yes, he paid.
Did he pay? I paid?
You paid.
Wow. So I'm like in with the in crowd here. With
Yes, you are.
You girls are not going to be prejudiced against me and say,
No, because
him again?
Because cash talks.
Ooh, cash talks. Nice hats this year.
Did you get to sign the card? No, George, for who? For
Buzz?
Larry and Ginger. For what?
Here he is, Alan Foote.
Time to fess up.
This is gonna be just
All right,
you.
Sandy. Look at all this hugging and kissing behind closed doors. Right. Just because Michael Jackson goes innocent, everybody's hugging and kissing here today.
Tom, you try that, you're in a hell of a hell.
Let's have that trial in Alabama and see what happens. You know, in California, everybody's innocent. You murder your wife, innocent.
There'd be a trial.
Murder people. What's the guy that killed them?
There'd be a loud bang.
Oh,
No,
man.
Judge, I didn't know my husband was on the other side of the door. All 6 slugs.
Into his cranium. Now the fun begins. Trying to get some free food on my good looks.
Here we go.
What do you give good-looking young men turning 60? Uh-oh.
2001.
Where's my name?
Wendy's getting
What's this?
old.
I can't get at the women. They put a thing in my way.
They caged us.
They caged us? Is
Yes,
this to protect the men or to protect the women? Who's being protected here?
I think we are. Wendy got smaller.
I'm gonna get in here. How do I get? I gotta twist and get in here.
What would you like to drink?
Vodka. Now this is, believe it or not, I know you're not going to believe this, but there is an idiot, and idiot is giving him the benefit of a doubt, on Stuka Stunt saying John only does this to make money.
Yeah.
Well,
Make sure you email that to everyone.
I would love to email this to him with a, you try running a business where you charge $1/4 for pizza.
How long have we been here? 9 years?
I don't see any suits
9
and
years,
ties.
It's been the same price ever
Well,
since we opened.
You ought to send that to Stuka Stunt.
And our smiles are priceless.
Stuka Stunt, priceless. Unbelievable. Here we have a cardinal flying on this circle, cardinal flying on that circle. But that's only a twofer. It only counts when you have a fourfer, where you get 4 flying at the same time.
I'm sure that's happened or will happen before.
Oh, it's happened last year 2 or 3 times. I got 2 of them, 2 or 3 of them on, where every circle had a cardinal.
You brought your wire out of the way. Yeah.
John's grandson is up in the back circle.
Yeah. That was an afterthought. After I'd flown a while, stop here.
You can see the trees blowing in the background. There's some wind blowing here, guys.
I'm not going to put in the wind and do the mouth. I'll just see it. So far, I haven't bounced it hard enough to have it come up and the point. That'll probably have them come up. Why would if I build another one, if I plant these somewhere, I'll use the right way.
That's the real wind blowing here now. It's blowing out. Hey! Woo! Who's the best videographer on the field? Hey! You liars! You girls can be bought for a price. Price! I'll buy you all a donut if you say you love me. You don't have to, you don't get it. Here's your chance to be famous. Yeah. Who's the best videographer on the field today?
I have
No
no clue.
clue? All right. Why don't you write on that plane, thanks Windy. I can't seem to get enough donuts out of people today.
Oh my God.
I got your flight on video for you, so you'll be famous. Whoa! You'll be as famous as me, maybe half as rich, but a lot younger, and that's what really counts in the end. The young, you can buy the rest, but you can't buy the young. You got a lot of exciting stuff going on back here.
Yeah, you're right.
That left, you're supposed to crash when I'm recording. Uh-oh, this is not good.
This plane.
Alex, did you crash this?
Yeah.
Blame it on those Ukrainian parents of mine. Cobret, that's cute.
Yeah, pretty airplane.
Now obviously you're a believer in the cheetah rule of push technology to the limit, intimidate your competition with an I-beam wing profile. Very cool. What'd you do? Use an Aries wing or?
No, it's
your own wing?
For Steve Woolery. I just made the fuselage profile.
Oh, okay. Made it right off the plans?
Yep.
Very neat. Nice looking profile.
Thank you.
They should have a profile trophy. Just take one and profilize it. Cool. Guess what plane is hiding under this blanket? Look at this. He's embarrassed for his Cardinal, so he hides it under a blanket. Now here's a man who's proud enough of his Cardinal to leave it out in the open.
Ah, okay, excellent. 45-degree sleeve layout. Isn't that slinky? Yep. Turn it over and it goes out the back. Isn't that something?
Not a cool idea? This is the one that Rich Jacobone had one. I don't know what he sold it to Brookins or gave it to him or whatever happened. This is the one he uses in his
Okay.
And you make your own castings?
Yeah.
He makes his own castings. You know that's a pain too.
Yeah, that's. Oh, cow.
Pretty nice.
Boy. Yeah, it's a little different from trying to find somebody that knew how to make an FSR work, huh?
Well, when you consider how many experts we have out on Stuka Stunt, I wonder how many castings they make. The combined thing of Stuka Stunt might not be one casting.
I think that the combined thing on Stuka Stunt not only is no castings, there's no castor oil stains anywhere.
Oh man, look at this.
All polished up.
Now, what is the size of this hole in the back? The muffler outlet is how many millimeters?
7 millimeters.
7 millimeters. And this is hollow inside. It's not
empty.
Just empty.
And that's the seam there.
Just take it off. There's an O-ring here, Tom. I want to look at it. I want to look at the muffler. Rich Oliver wants to make rear exhaust mufflers like similar to that.
If that was 1/3 of an ounce, it's a lot. I don't have a calibrated hand.
Oh my God, there's nothing. Yeah. That might be lighter than carbon. Look, you can look inside. Little mounting lugs. And this is the 51.
Ah, look at this. It's got a bridge in the exhaust port, so it doesn't have to fiddle with O-ring with wire clips. Is that wrist pin just end pads?
Pardon, I don't.
Okay.
The wrist pin.
The wrist pin is retained either by wire clips in the piston or by bronze end pads against the bridge across the exhaust port. Is it built with wire clips or with bronze end pads?
A piston pin by wire.
Okay. Okay.
But this is for, you know, the piston doesn't.
Right.
That's nice. What kind of coating is that on there?
Anodizing.
Anodized. Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard anodizing. Yeah.
When I want to look at this stuff more, but I'm gonna get up. I gotta get this thing.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
It's gonna come off dead center here one way or another.
We're just gonna hang out for a little while. Is this where the needle valve goes in here?
Yes. No, not this way, but possible to. I was trying this and this.
Okay.
No difference.
Round two expert. We want to get it out of the gate any minute now, as soon as we can. Expert intermediate will restart, or round two intermediate. Pardon me. Round two intermediate will restart in about 15 minutes, as soon as the judges finish their lunch. Advanced in about 20 minutes. Those guys had a long morning.
I know who he is, but I don't know where he
Bob Zambelli, if you could come to the white tent. Bob Zambelli, if you're wave or come to the white tent.
The wing is the hard part for doing any kind of laser cutting. The fuselage is just two pieces, and this is all. Yeah, this is built in one night. Yeah. That's what I do. I got one. Dick loaned me his kit when he first got it.
What do you think, Alex?
Did you make that propellant?
He made the engine. That's his engine.
Dick was there. We tried to fly it, and we couldn't get it to run. It turned out the needle valve, the needle was loose in the housing. We just turned the housing and the needle was just sliding back and forth. So in about 3 minutes, Dick was able to find another one in a tent there in BSC and bought the needle valve from him. He came back with the good one, and then we were able to get it in the air. We flew it and video.
Think that'll fit in your flight streak?
No. He makes these engines?
He makes them, right? He makes them in Ukraine.
And I got it on our 23 for money, but when Artie gave me one to put in it, so it's got to be lower on 23. But I've only flown it once.
Nice shirt. Now what more is the king of, what shall we say, the southern boys, the boys that know how to light a grill. They know how to light charcoal, not these Yankees. So tell us about Bill Davis.
William Davis.
William Davis.
He was out riding his horse one day, and
he was, somebody convinced him, well, you can ride a horse and fly a model airplane control line at the same time.
You sure it wasn't me to convince them of that?
No, but anyway, he gave it a try. Just so happens he was down near a lake, and the ducks on the lake took off flying. It scared the horse reared back. The plane went one way, the horse went one way, and
the ducks went another way.
and William went another way, fell on a rock, broke his leg, and now he has a 18-inch stainless steel rod in his right leg.
Oh my God.
But he is doing good now.
He's back.
He's back, and he's still flying.
He won't be flying off of horses anymore.
Anyway, he got that fixed, and we all had a big laugh at it.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet he had a laugh when he's having his leg rods and bolts in his leg. You know, it's funny when it's another guy's leg, not yours.
That's right.
If it's my leg, I don't even want to scuff my knee.
There's a semi-truth in that.
Yeah. It's funnier when it's your leg.
Yes, that's right. Davis's recuperation time. He didn't have any. He was bored to death at home, see. So what I did, I took him 3 years of Brodak videos over to his house, box under each arm. Says, here, look at these things. So
he went crazy, right?
He went crazy.
He's in a mental institution
looking
now.
at Wendy's videos.
Look at what it did to me.
So that helped him with his recuperation.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a story I needed.
That's good. I like to hear that. That's funny too. Oh, I see our friend is here with the motorhome. Let's see what he's got.
No, I'm gonna.
Just a house.
Yeah, it's a traveling house.
That is nice. I'm impressed.
Guys, I guess it up or just slide out, slide out.
What's that? What's like that?
Of course, a trailer hitch in case you want to tow your Ducati. Look at there's a lamp in the back window. Believe this? Holy crow. All right, Karen, now look. When we retire, there's no reason at all we can't have one of these.
Oh, yeah.
You need a life of crime, though. I should get Tony Soprano on my team here, and we can...
They're not that expensive.
This looks nice.
Really? He said come back in a half hour when he's set up.
Yeah, nah, I'm impressed how nice it is. You're going to set up and take pictures later? And
Probably tomorrow before I get set up, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta run into some things.
Very good. Hey, how are you? How's those Vico decals coming?
Oh, here, look.
Oh, okay, cool. Get them while they're hot.
I had to get some more AMA ones made. I ran out and people kept calling and pestering me.
Yeah, I still have some of these, I think. Yeah, they're repros.
Oh, nice.
He used to live up by us. Then he moved to Colorado?
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Here's my latest. That's a Hurricane.
Vico Hurricane?
Rusty Brown was going to bring my T-Bird and had to get...
Is Rusty coming?
No, he had to get his knee replaced a couple weeks ago. So he's
oh, jeez. That's very...
If I'd been quick enough, I could have had Ed bring it, but I didn't quite work that out, so...
He's a good man. I see he's got his motorhome all lights synced up here and everything. Beautiful. Wow, yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, he's the man. Look at this thing.
The nice thing, if you're from Colorado, they put on a free picnic for you at VSC every year.
Really?
Actually, hasn't done that the last year or two.
Colorado. And of course, right behind the flying field, we have our beautiful pool, nicely maintained. Remember they were working on the house, Cal, last year when we were here? He was working on this part of the house.
It was finished last year, honey.
Inside? I think Buzz was still working on inside. Beautiful.
Always take your airplane to the gazebo to get the picture taken. Always take your airplane to the gazebo to get the picture taken.
Everybody's got an upgraded shock package, the bushing package for the sway bars. Start to turn.
So is this how you made all this money you're using to grow cherries, or what are these, cherries, John?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I figured it could just be right there. People have some before the birds get them, right?
Yeah.
It's that heavy. I don't want.
That's cool. That's the way to live. Live off the land, John. Hey, Tom. I like that motorhome in your driveway. If you see Jersey plates on it tomorrow and it disappears, you'll know I took it.
These will be in the grocery store later, right, John?
Yeah.
You know, I heard there's some jackasses on Stuka Stunts that you made your money stealing it from Pampa. I say you got it from farming. Cherry production.
John, that part of the country, we hire Mexicans for this.
He owns the trees, he owns the land, he owns the hobby shop. That's great.
You can't do anything without Wendy catching you.
You can't do anything without me being on it. If I was a paparazzi, I'd have pictures of all those movie stars. That is cool. The little Brodak dollhouse, right near the lunch wagon. Little flower. Are they real flowers, Care?
Back in a minute.
Say hi, Wendy.
Who's the handsomest guy in the field? Who's the good-looking guy on the field? Get that kid, give me the handcuffs. You know what happens to little kids that say they hate Wendy? Don't you throw a rock at me. Don't you throw a rock at me.
Okay. Grinding machine to make cylinder pieces. Right. Just lathe machine. Manual. CNC lathe machine. This is center. I'm making the contrast.
She carries around a little pouch with treats. How cute.
Give her a kiss, Alex.
What?
Give the dog a kiss.
Yeah, okay, come over here, Alex.
Alex, let me take a picture of you with your grandpa here.
Okay.
I hate to say grandpa, I keep thinking I'm old.
Yeah. Scary.
Now, is that done with Brodak balsa wood laser cut, of course?
That was done.
No, you do that with a jigsaw?
Yeah, a little jigsaw.
Okay. Like a little scroll saw?
Yeah. Very nice. Nice job.
But you know, I had them all sit. It's kind of dusty, but I had them all sitting underneath the bench.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I said, well, I'm going up there. I said, he may or may not want one.
Oh no, that's nice. That goes in my shop.
No.
I collect stuff like Winnie does.
You know, people laugh about the collection that I have. And then they say, gee, why'd I throw that away?
Yeah.
You know, by us, you could sell these. You could get a farm stand and stand out to get, you get $3-4.
25 cents a piece.
You bet. You bet.
I understand why he's still wearing that hat.
Cherries, 25 cents a piece.
You think he's really a fan?
Baltimore Ravens.
No smoking into this building. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. High-tech stuff going on in here. High-tech stuff. I see what we got here. It's like Gary Tultz's hurricane. Zambelli's ship. What else we got over here? Baby clown with the little Brodak 049 on it. Cool. A lot of cool stuff. Somebody's fixing a stab or painting a stab here on a Strega. Is it soup yet? Soup yet? Nice working in here. Air conditioned. Boy, they did a nice job fixing this up.
Yes, they did. Beautiful.
Very, very nice. Unbelievable. Very impressed on it. Even the ceiling's nice. Got the textured ceiling happening. All the little stuff. The sink used to be over there. Now it's over here. Very,
Always
very
a
nice.
class act.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Everything organized. Just like the post office. I remind you the old post office. When you go on, you're watching the train, the railroad, the mail car, and the guy's in there sorting letters.
Yeah.
Wow. Good. There he is. I knew he'd be there. Your plane fixed itself. Isn't that amazing?
I wish.
Yeah.
Well, oh, Raj, brought some more water.
Yes.
What a guy.
Isn't it better fixing things in here than out at the field? Yeah.
Yes, it's so much nicer.
So nice in here.
I may take it back in fun. Also got it
He's getting to the point where now it's dangerous. He gets the fact that
can't believe it.
Now I heard Zambelli's version of the story. You give me your version of the story.
When I pulled it out of the car and set it on the floor, the stab was bent at least a half-inch up.
From the heat?
Yep. From sitting in the car.
Just sat in the heat.
Yeah, with pressure on one
I
side.
saw it's on the workbench in there. Wow. Dangeroso moso.
It was, after I was done painting it, it was about a 16th off.
Ah, 16th, I wouldn't even touch it.
I wasn't going to, but I brought it up here, and I'm telling you, when I put it on the floor.
Did you fly it yet?
No. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm ready right now. So, go get it.
I'd let you fly it and crash it, but I'm not.
I'll fly it and crash it. I'm good at that. Uh-oh, Tommy Looper's running out of gas.
He did a good pass.
You can see the breeze has really been kicking up this afternoon. Les Demmett, one of the judges here. Pam Anderson does Brodaks. You guys are terrible, boy, I'm telling you. I'm getting no cardinal respect here.
No, none whatsoever.
What do you figure, like 2/3 of the planes here are somehow related to a cardinal?
Well, they're all related to one another. They're made of balsa.
Related to the balsa tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them seem to fly pretty good, even in this crappy air.
Yes.
Has he got the bi-slob up again?
Yeah.
They flew the twin-engine Cardinal last night, but I wasn't here. I was out trying to get the car fixed.
Yeah,
Did it seem to run better?
Yeah, it seems better, but it doesn't have my confidence yet, you know?
Okay, what I'd like you to do is stop and get some injector cleaner and pour in your fuel.
Good choice.
Yes.
It can't hurt even if I don't need it.
Yeah.
Is there any brand that's better than all the rest?
I like Winds.
There's a car part. Okay, there's a car parts store right in Carmichael's.
Yeah, I would say that you might even find something like that at that gas station on the corner.
Okay.
Big gas station down there.
And it can't hurt even if you don't need it. It's not like taking your teeth to a dentist, you know, and he takes them out and then you find out you don't have cavities. Yeah, the oxygen sensor, 100,000 is the normal replacement time.
How much was it?
60.
Yeah.
And I paid.
He was telling you it's cheaper than that, and I was going to interrupt, and I thought, hey, it's none of my business.
No, it's none of my business. I just want to get home when the day's over, you know. You know what you got to do later? You know, Les has a brand new Corvette.
Yeah.
Go over there later and say, "Where'd you park your car?" There's an empty spot. And we saw this guy that looks a lot like Windy driving out. It's bi-slobbed. If it isn't bi-slob time now, it's going to be soon.
Whoa.
Whoa!
He didn't bring it this way far.
No gas. No, he ran out of gas.
Oh, okay.
Almost got overrun last place and had bounced up.
I'm glad I never do that.
Or run 9 minutes.
What did I run last year?
9 minutes
when you guys were
seconds.
judging 22 minutes. Idiot can't set the needle valve on a cold day.
That's like Reedy, when Cartier and I, we go flying. Reedy has this thing, I don't know, it's got that little 4-stroke on it. What is it, 26 or something?
Oh yeah, that'll run a week.
We always fly 2 flights, you know. And then, that way we don't have to come on and off.
Okay.
He goes out and he starts that thing up. We said, this is it, you better make it good. Because he's out there for like 15, 18 minutes.
And the electric thing will go for 20 minutes too. Palco can get 2 flights out of a battery charge.
Well, I guess it's relative to how far the extension cord is, isn't it?
I don't know. He's flying on 10-foot lines. I think that has a lot to do with it. 018 extension cords.
The extension cord.
I can't wait for the accessories to come out. The carbon fiber extension jumper cables.
There you go.
Just hold it by the tail wheel. Proud to be an American. Hey, that thunder's coming, Pete. You have your LEDs plugged in? There's some stuff coming. I don't know if you can see the clouds here. It's looking like we're going to get some weather. Pete Moskell, he's from up by our area in Pennsylvania. Runs a real nice meet every year out there. Or should I say it's Dr. Pete Moskell. Those trees are really moving. It's really getting nasty here. Man, it looks like the clouds are coming in. They said 40% chance of rain today. Whoa! Oh, the air is going crazy now. Whoa, whoa, Pete, whoa! I think we're about time to get under some cover. See the poor plane shaking around and whoa, here it comes. There's some nasty stuff coming. Very nasty stuff coming. the big adventure is going to be later when we go over by the car to see if it, number one, starts and number two, makes it back to the motel. Nasty things are coming our way. How long before it rains here, Mr. Weatherman? Gonna rain soon?
That's why I'm picking up all my stuff.
I got it.
This is Tom Capadonna. His first time.
Hey! First time you're here?
And he got a first place in beginner stunt.
Whoa! You better pass. So you better buy him lunch. buy him a Windy video. He can eat that. This one yours, Doug?
Yes.
What do you got, Foxy?
Put another one in.
No, Super Tiger.
Super Tiger, okay.
Well, actually, I took this one out.
Runs like a fox, you know.
Yeah, it's nice. Has all your stuff nice and clean.
It's a glass nose, you know, because I just couldn't stand to have all that Monaco, you know, fuel getting under all that Monaco.
Right. So what do you? I heard you're taking up a collection to see if I'm going to make it home. Well, I'm going to make it back to the motel today. We put an oxygen sensor. No, we put a fuel filter, and the fuel that came out was black.
Oh, if you put a fuel filter.
And we put an oxygen sensor, but there's no way I can put a catalytic converter on it today.
That clogged?
No, I don't know. The guy said it could be. That could be. Four numbers came up.
Well, a clogged cattle cause a lot of. You better hope it's not a clogged cattle.
How much is that? $600–700?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you just can't take a drill and drill holes in it or something.
Yeah, if you find somebody willing to punch the stuff, if you can get to it, you can knock the stuff out.
What does it clog up with?
A lot of times what happens, the cattle is a high mile car?
100,000.
Yeah, it's not a warranty. So, the catalyst cranks up the lock itself.
Oh, okay. Look at this, a tiger cat. A tiger cat. Well, golly gee, a tiger cat.
That's fair.
I feel raindrops. What about you? Feeling raindrops? Doc?
Yeah, a few here and there.
There's a 19 here, like the same case as that.
And then
a couple of 25s.
Let's get serious. We're going to drop the tent back down here.
If that doesn't sell to somebody else, and I still got the money before I go, I'll take it. Maybe I'll trade you something.
DeLong, didn't they make good salami years ago? Oh, it's DeLonghi.
Something like that.
Yeah. Salami and engines. What's wrong with that company? Plenty of grease around them.
Yeah. That's how they lubricate them, so they don't rot.